Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and dreamers of all ages, welcome to the Disney Countdown Show.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Disney Countdown Show. I am the Dapper Danielle, and I'm joined by the ever so fabulous Megan the Magical Millennial here next to me.
Hello. Guess what, y'all? We're in the Disneyland Resort. Danielle is at the Disneyland Resort. We're together.
It's so weird.
It's so crazy.
Well, and I love, look how chill we are right now, right? So we're sitting in the middle.
Asleep.
Oh my, literally. So what's funny is that we're currently in the middle of the Disneyland Hotel, where we get Trader Sam's entrance is right here off to our side. We have this beautiful fireplace over here to our right.
Yes, the new villas are right behind us, right there in the building. Yep.
And it is so comfortable in these chairs. We're going to try not to
comfy.
fall asleep in this episode, but this is a great vibe
Totally.
for our theming for today also.
Yes.
Bye, Danny.
Our producer, Danny. Y'all, it is game 4 of the World Series, Dodgers versus Yankees. We do have a hardcore Dodger fan in Danny Jordan, our producer, and he is on his way to downtown Disney to go watch this game because the Dodgers could potentially sweep. So maybe by the time this airs, we will know who the World Series champion is.
That's true.
And maybe the Dodgers took it 4-0.
Well,
that's kind of crazy.
What's funny is that I had no idea that this was such a big deal. And then
It's a big
walking
deal,
around, I'm seeing all the Dodgers. Well, I don't think that I realized the Dodgers they're from California.
They are Los Angeles Dodgers, yes.
I did not realize that for some reason.
Because a
Go
long time ago, they were in Brooklyn, and it was, the Yankees and the Dodgers. This is a very classic matchup for the World Series. These are the two oldest teams in baseball, which is really exciting. And they are now head-to-head in the World Series. So it's really cool. It's a cool matchup. Yeah.
I totally did not put that together, at all.
So that's why it's kind of a fun deal this year.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess we'll let Danny slide for setting us up and then abandoning us as we're doing all this. But
We'll just stay here in our comfy chairs at Trader Sam's.
just go get us snacks. We'll be fine.
Yes. Yeah, I know. Danielle's brother is also here. Clarence is about to go. He's going to get some coffee. Should we have him get some Dole Whip for us?
It's too cold for Dole Whip.
Is it too cold? Okay.
I have my jacket out. I'm ready to go.
The Florida blood is wasn't ready for this.
No,
Yeah.
I made sure to wear a longer dress today. I mean, I'm still wearing sandals. Even when it's freezing, we don't wear closed-toed shoes.
No.
But I'm no, I have to have a jacket though for when my arms get cold here in a little bit. It's gonna be a lot.
Yeah. It's dry and a little bit chilly now at night, or it's getting there right now, which is kind of nice. I've missed it.
Yeah.
And so, when November comes around, this is about the weather that we get. So it's kind of nice.
Well, and like we were saying, this is a transitional season for us. So
Yes.
Halloween, by the time this episode airs, Halloween will officially be done. And Christmas, well, technically it's already starting to be here, but it will be full-blown Christmas season by the time that this episode airs. So I feel like
holidays.
the weather's starting to change a little bit. We're in full-blown sweater weather everywhere.
I got my snowman ears on.
Yes.
So we're ready.
Yeah, ready.
And that actually fits with our theme which we've been talking about for this week's episode, which is going to be our top 5 tips for the holidays at the Disney parks. So that could be Disneyland, Disney World.
A little bit of resorts in there too for some of them.
Could be resorts, absolutely, especially over in World. But yes, that's going to be, that's our theme for this week, which we're excited to get into.
Because we just did a virtual hangout, and we'll get into that in a little bit more, but we did a virtual hangout, and a lot of the questions were based on the holidays.
Yep.
So this episode is really to answer some of the things of hey, as you're really getting into holiday season, before they even really start, because in Disney World, all the holiday activities start November 12th, and then Disneyland is the 15th, correct? For most of them.
Yes, it's the 15th. Yeah, Friday the 15th.
So that way you guys are finding out beforehand. We don't know everything that's fully available. We have some of the things started hinting. Some of the food got hinted out to us. Some of the entertainment got hinted out to us. But that way you have some idea of things you don't want to miss as we go into full-blown holiday season.
Absolutely. Yes. Yep.
Right.
So that'll be this week. But of course, if you are not doing so yet, please go follow us on the socials, which is where we like to post daily. We are at Disney Countdown Show on Instagram, TikTok, and Threads, Pod Disney on Twitter /the X. And we also do have our full episodes on YouTube now. That's youtube.com/Countdown Network. I, of course, am the Magical Millennial _ on all of the things, the Dapper Danielle on all the things. And we will be posting, we'll have a lot of holiday stuff on our
Oh, we
socials
will.
over the next couple weeks.
We
Definitely.
will.
Yes.
And there's been a lot of stuff of like, even since I'm with my brother, I'm like really trying to focus on spending the time and like experiencing the attraction too. And we've been running around like chickens all day, the past, like today and last night. And it's been amazing. And I'm like, oh, I should film a video about this. I'm like, do I really need to? But I've been getting my content in there. I've been like, okay, brother, I got to do it. And he's like, no, Danielle. He's been such a good sport about all of this.
Oh.
He's been like, no, Danielle, it's like literally your job. So like, do what you need to do. So it's been good.
That's so nice. It's been a good mix of like being here, enjoying it with your brother, but also getting the stuff you need to for work. Yeah.
Exactly.
Good.
Exactly.
Yay. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. And something else on our socials, you make sure you go ahead and rate and review us too, wherever you listen to your podcast at.
We love your reviews. We thank you so much for reviewing the show, either if it's on Apple or if you DM us your reviews, really appreciate it. On the Instagram, we also do have fan mail. You can email us if you like good old-fashioned email. That's DisneyCountdownShow@gmail.com. And we have a few here that we would love to read. Danielle, if you want to take this first one. This is a good one right here.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Yeah.
I got my eyes got to focus right now. As I'm falling asleep in this chair. Okay, so this first one is from Danielle.
Danielle
on Instagram.
Okay.
Hey, Danielle, how you doing? And it says, hey there, magical fam. I wanted to reach out and say thank you for what you both do. It warms my heart to be able to have this podcast to listen to on my Mondays, going and coming from work. Having the Disney magic truly makes my week better. I visited DCA back in January because I was in California for work. I loved getting to see San Francisco and bought the Baymax sourdough bread.
Yes.
Megan, it was so good.
It is good and cute. Yeah.
I'm coming down to Walt Disney World first week in November with my partner for the third year in a row. And we are so excited. Per Danielle's recommendation. Oh, yeah, the Megan's going to be there too. Per Danielle's recommendation, we are going to the Edison again. Nice. We love it every time, especially the grilled cheese. Very much looking forward to be able to see Fantasmic for the first time ever and to get to share that memory with my partner. Thank you both for all that you do. Maybe I'll see you in the parks, Danielle. You both bring joy to my week, as well as Danny and Chris. Keep the magic alive.
That's awesome. Danielle.
That's so sweet.
That's really sweet and so exciting. You'll have to tell us how you like Fantasmic over at Worlds. It's a great show.
Well, we got seats, so it's already pretty awesome.
They have comfy seats. We don't have that.
You don't have any seats.
No, we sit your booty on the ground
over
here.
We were walking around and I was like, Clarence, they do their Fantasmic show here. And he's like, but where do the people go? I'm like, that's the thing, they don't.
They don't. They just sit down.
They just sit down
on the bricks.
Crazy.
Yep, only the VIPs get the chairs.
Oh,
I know. All right, well, this next one is from Rob on Instagram. And Rob says, hey, I joined the Patreon a few months ago and I'm still catching up on all the prior episodes while keeping up with the new.
Ooh.
My question is, have y'all done a countdown of which Disney movies should be made into Broadway shows yet? Follow up, please tell me Goofy movie was number 1. Love y'all. Thanks. That's a good question and a good suggestion.
I feel like if we did that one, we would have to consult with the Broadway fam.
For sure. Or the theater countdown.
Our theater countdown fam, because
Mm-hmm.
they're the experts, right? They're actively in the Broadway community.
Yes.
So to be like, okay, we present you with these Disney scores. This is what we think.
Mhm.
I would love to get their feedback on that too. That might be a good crossover episode.
That would be great. We could do a top 5 for that one.
That would be good.
That's doable. Yeah, because I mean, I feel like so many of the classic movies are now being turned into musicals. Aladdin was, or obviously Lion King was the first, and as well as Beauty and the Beast. Aladdin, Frozen, Hercules now. And yeah, I feel like Hunchback of Notre Dame was in there somewhere. I don't know if it made it to Broadway, but it was like off Broadway.
No, it was
Was
Broadway.
it Broadway?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And then like Ben Knobs and Broomsticks is on Broadway. It's just not here in the US.
Yep.
I keep bringing it up every other episode because I'm bitter, but it's fine.
That'd be
that'd be a good conversation. Okay.
Yeah.
Chris, Danny, pin that please, and we appreciate it.
Tarzan too. Anyway.
Tarzan.
Yes.
Well, so we just mentioned that we did a virtual hangout not too long ago. Actually, we were
30 minutes ago.
Converging here into the Disneyland Hotel. I was in the park with my brother. We just got off Haunted Mansion. And then Danny, he was hanging out over here. Megan was trying to find parking. Traffic was crazy. And we got in, and but it was great hanging out with the Patreon family. And we have gained quite a few new members.
Yes, we have a few new people.
Yes. So we
Hi,
have
fam.
Alyssa, Laura, Danielle, Rachel, Stephanie, another Danielle.
How many Danielles do we have in the Patreon?
My
now?
Danielle army is growing.
It's like 10.
I am so excited. And then Dawn, Melody, and is that Clara?
Carla.
Carla.
Hi, fam.
Hi, fam. Thank you so much for being here.
Yes.
I think what's nice is that like with our transition, our move, we now have a lot more like bonus content over on Patreon right now instead of like
Yes.
through paid Spotify and all that
Mhm.
other stuff.
Mhm.
And like, I love that you guys are getting the postcards. You guys are getting the stickers. A lot of you have joined the DC33 fam,
Mhm.
which thank you.
Thank you. Yes. It's a fun tier. You get all of the goodies that come with being a Patreon, all the bonus episodes, access to the giveaways, virtual hangs, the live sessions that we have when we record, all that good stuff. And then of course we do have the Discord. We have a lot of fun posts and hangouts over there.
Yes.
And and then you get just a sprinkle. You get the birthday messages too, which is nice. But yeah, if you want access to the bonus episodes, the Patreon is the way to go. Right now, unfortunately the paid subscribers on Spotify are no longer because we have switched platforms. So Patreon is where you're going to access all the bonus stuff. We do have another one coming up very soon, and they're just a lot. They're a lot of fun. We get a little more unfiltered,
yes,
bit more
and we'll
unhinged.
We'll also have a better timing for the next one, like
Yes.
before we get into full blown
Oh yeah.
Thanksgiving season. It's going
Mhm.
to probably be right there in the middle of November
Mhm.
after you go back home and you
Yes.
need to rest for like a day,
I know.
and then we will do the virtual hangout for November.
Yeah. This, the schedule's been a little busy. I'll get into it in just a second. But I did go on vacation. That kind of messed up the recording schedule. You know, life happens, and so. But we're trying to be on time.
It makes
with all
great
these
content.
things. That it does. That it does. Yes.
Well, speaking of your trip, why don't we just go ahead and jump into that? You look very tan.
Thank you. I was able to even out my tan a little bit. I play tennis usually, so I'm out in the sun a lot.
But then you have tennis tan.
I got the tennis tan, but then I have the shorts tan. Then I have, like my stomach is a little bit lighter than the rest of me. So it was nice to even it out for sure because the weather was beautiful on Oahu.
Yes.
It really was. We had perfect weather the whole time. I did get to go to Aulani for the second time. This was my second time going, but we got to stay overnight, which I did not get to do last time. Got a room and they upgraded us. They made some magic happen. So we had an ocean view. I did not, I booked a garden view, but they gave us an ocean view, which is really nice.
Oh.
Where we could see the luau from our room. So we could watch that for a little bit. And then, I got a massage because I love that spa so much. We did lazy river. We did the water slide, went on the beach for a bit. Aulani is so beautiful. And I understand how families literally could stay 7 days there and not even want to leave the resort.
They
do
literally
so
in
much
their
there.
own island paradise.
Truly. Like you have
Wow.
your beach, you have your pools, you have the adult only pools. There's 2 of them. You got the kid pools, the kid splash area, water slides, lazy river. So many activities you can do, character meet and greets, and the food. There's food everywhere.
Did you get to see Olu?
Not the character, but I definitely got me some Olamel merch because
Okay.
I am now obsessed with that turtle.
Any of Duffy's friends, and especially Olu, I'm like,
Duffy's friends are so cute. I'm
so
obsessed with them, and I get it now. I just seeing them in their cute little merch. I'm like, oh, I get it.
And
I
like,
totally get it.
That's one of the only regular places where you can meet Duffy also right
It's
now
true.
too.
In the United States, correct? Yes. Mm-hmm.
It's here.
I know. It's a really special spot, and I think the reason I was obsessed with Olu is because we actually stayed on the North Shore for a lot of the trip.
Okay.
Because my husband's friend gave us the room because it was like our pre-honeymoon gift.
Yes.
I call this like our pre-honeymoon / my birthday trip because we also went for my friend's wedding. He got married at the Four Seasons.
It wasn't all about you.
It wasn't
this
all about
trip.
us. Correct. Yeah. We went for his wedding and he had so many activities planned. He booked a snorkel. He booked the ranch tour, the Raptor tour where because Jurassic World was filmed there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so they take you all through the grounds there, which is a huge property. And so that was cool. He booked all this stuff before his wedding. So we were like days on days on days, just plan after plan. But we stayed at a spot where you literally, here's the building, here's the beach. Like you literally walked out and that was the beach. And there were turtles everywhere. That's like where they came to feed and to rest.
And you're
they,
like, I get why Olu is now representative of Hawaii.
I just love turtles. I love them so much. They're so cute. We did a little snorkel because his friend also had full face masks to go snorkel right outside. And I just kept like running. I'm not running into them. You have to stay at least 10 feet back. Okay, that's the law. But I kept seeing them as I was like swimming. I would like turn and I'd be like, oh my God, there's one right there. Like it was like
and
that
you're
kind
like,
of thing.
Friend? No,
Friend?
I can't be
I was like,
friends.
I can't touch you. I can't go near you. I'm sorry, but
It's like
you're really
me and
cool.
manatees.
And they're so cute. They're just like living life and like enjoying the turtle life and eating their little what I don't even know what turtles eat, but it was so cute. And yeah, it was just really fun. And they would go to the shore to go and sleep at night. So we'd walk the beach and there are turtles everywhere.
Oh,
Sleeping. Yeah. Because they can only spend 45 minutes underwater. They have to go up and take air.
oh, I
Fun
don't know if
facts.
I realized that.
Fun facts. Yeah.
Fun turtle facts.
Yeah. They can't
Huh.
go down for too long. So
Good to know.
anyway, the trip was wonderful. We had such a good time. I want to go back to Aulani so bad already and
Okay.
spend more time there.
The number one question was, I don't think people realize how expensive food is in Hawaii. Like,
it's really expensive.
so-
If you think California is expensive or Florida, wherever, Honolulu and Oahu and the islands in Hawaii, very expensive.
well, because you, in one of your videos on TikTok, you panned over like the cupcakes and then somebody saw that the Disney cupcake was $15. How much was your Dole Whip, may I ask?
$8.
Oh, that's not,
It's almost twice the price as it would be.
that's true. It is like $5 here, isn't it?
Yeah. And the
at
musu,
least
the
it's not
musubi, which
$15.
was this big, was $7.50. And it's
No.
it's spam and rice, y'all, and furikake and seaweed. That's all it is.
Absolutely not.
For spam. I love it. I'm not gonna it's one of my favorite little snacky snacks to have over on the island. But at APC stores, they're like $3, you know? But you know, it's Disney, it's Hawaii. Yes, it is more expensive. That's okay.
Oh, pool's closed.
The pool just closed.
That's what the whistle was.
was happening. Yeah. Oh, yep, it is.
Yep.
Oh, 10-minute warning.
6 o'clock?
10-minute warning. 6 o'clock. That's when the lazy river closed at Aulani.
That's so weird because, okay, Florida resort pools have much longer summer hours. So there's summer hours and there's winter hours.
Yeah.
But even our winter hours go into like 7, 8 o'clock at night, where our winter
Yeah.
hours go until like, or no, our summer hours go until like closer to 9:30, 10.
Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
And then winter hours is
7 to 8.
the 7, 8.
Yeah. That's a good amount of time.
Yeah,
It's pretty
not-
late.
That's where I was just like shocked of like 5:50. What y'all doing closing so early?
I don't know. I think it might be the slide. I don't know. I know the pool stays open at night. I know that. I
Okay.
think it's the slide area.
Okay, maybe the slide area.
Yeah.
So telling the kids, go get on one last ride,
Do
and
one
then you're
more
done.
slide ride. Then exactly. Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
that would make sense.
Mhm,
Yes.
mhm.
But yes. So anything else? Any other great details you have to tell us about Aulani besides the fact that you love turtles and that you're super tan now?
Aulani, it's just a good time. If you like, I think spending a few nights there, if you're ever going to Oahu, 2 to 3 nights is just it's gonna get you that Disney magic, but also, it's just so beautiful. Like it's your own little paradise, tropical paradise right there.
That's
I
that's
love
on
it.
the list. I've been looking at because they have down seasons where it's a little bit cheaper.
They do. Mhm.
And I really want to take Dapper mom and dad there. So
They
that's on
would
my
love
list.
it. Mhm.
They would love it. So that we'll see. Unless somebody wants to #sponsor us. We'll go talk
when
about
that
your
works.
company and talk about Aulani if you'd like. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I bought my ticket through Undercover Tourists, or bought my room through Undercover Tourists.
There you go.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Oh goodness. But so yes, it is weird being over here in Disneyland
Mhm.
because okay, y'all, I'm gonna be completely transparent. When we're recording this episode, it's currently October 29th.
Yes.
And I'm here all day, 29th and the 30th. We just happened to get into the park on the 28th also.
Mhm.
The amount of messages I've gotten from people being like, what do you mean you're not staying through till Dapper Day?
Yeah.
Because Dapper Day is this weekend.
Yeah.
Right? It's November 2nd.
2nd and 3rd. Mhm.
And like y'all, it just wasn't in the cards. The scheduling, the flights got too crazy into that first weekend of November for some reason. And I had to go back to Florida. So unfortunately, I will not be here. But I know you Dapper people are going to have a fantastic time. Or by the time you hear this episode, I will see all the pictures and you will see all my comments on everything.
Yeah.
You all looked beautiful.
Right. It's going to be great. I hope everyone has fun. I will also be going to Florida right after Danielle leaves. I'll be following her.
So
back to Florida.
we'll be having 2 back-to-back episodes where we're both together
on the different coasts.
I love that.
That's kind of crazy and
That's
fun.
amazing.
Yeah, we're just a bunch of travelers now.
Stop
From Hawaii
it.
to California to Florida.
If only we can get on a cruise ship or
All
something.
3 time zones, major time zones, in 2 weeks.
And then we're also going to get our clocks are going to jump again.
That's right, next weekend.
Yeah, while you're in Florida.
Yeah, thank God.
Your body clock is going to be all kind of wrong.
No, but I need that extra hour to fall back because it feels like we're waking up at midnight. We have to wake up at 3 a.m.
Oh.
So we get an extra hour. Thank hallelujah. For the half marathon, we get an extra hour of sleep.
Okay,
Praise-
that is a good point.
Praise Mickey.
You won't be completely dead.
Well,
You will be dead,
that
but not like
that remains to be seen.
bad dead.
Not bad dead. I think
Okay.
4 days for the dopey was nearly me. But
Yeah.
2 days I can handle. I think I can do 2 days.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And we're
Easy
only gonna
peasy.
do we're gonna do Epcot on Saturday, but I can handle that. It's fine. It's fine.
We'll find liquid courage to be able to keep pressing on.
As we do. And we must press on.
Yes.
Keep moving forward.
Keep
as
moving
they
forward.
say. But yes, Wine and Dine is this weekend, y'all. So I'll see you, but I'll see you at the West Coast, East Coast. And we'll report from there next episode. Oh.
More cool things to come. And hopefully we'll have more answers too about the holidays. And but before we enter the holidays, I think it's time for some breaking Disney news. Insert the music here.
We interrupt our program to bring you this
Disney news. First piece of breaking Disney news is that Moana 2 has broken the animated feature day one pre-sale on Fandango.com.
That's kind of crazy.
Like, you know what? So something very, very cool that got to happen is that we went back over to the animation studio after, because me and Clarence, we went to Pasadena for Lightbox and we're like, okay, we're right down the road from Glendale. I messaged my friend Ashley, who works in Disney Animation, who got us on our little mini tour. And she's like, hey, no, we just wrapped up with Moana. I have more availability. Like, let's go. Bring your brother.
Oh my gosh.
And it was really neat to flex I'm the cool big sister because I know people kind of move.
Right?
And it worked out really well.
Yeah.
But the day we went was press day. So all of the people from Europe, from South America, all these other press companies were there in the building. And she's like, I forgot it was press day. So we'll stay out of their way. But a lot of people, they got to see like the first minute of the movie and a couple other little recordings. And they're hyping it up. I think they're the ones that are really saying, no, like this might be good. This might be really good.
Yeah, which is really exciting. I know that animation has been working so hard on it. Yeah. Because it was supposed to be a show. Now it's a movie.
Well, and I didn't realize it was, so the show was originally done by the Vancouver portion of the studio in Canada. And then when it was decided, oh no, it's going to be a sequel, then it became them working with the Vancouver studio to like fix what they already did.
Yep.
And supposedly half of it was completely scrapped.
Yes.
Over
correct.
half of it.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited to see how it's going to turn out.
Me too.
Thanksgiving, y'all.
I have high hopes. I'm really excited that other people are excited about it. I think Moana was a really, really good animated movie, obviously, the first one. The soundtrack was amazing. The second one has quite a lot to live up to, but I think that's why people are so excited about it. It's because it is a continuation of her story. She's older. She's got the baby sis now.
Yep.
And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Did you see Pua's a little older? And he has his
older.
little thing right there.
I do. Yes. He's a little bit of a grown-up pig. It's so cute.
I think it's more like his teenage rebellious stage.
The teenage pig.
Of pigdom.
That's so cute.
If that's a thing.
Yeah, it's a thing. Sure.
Teenage
They'll
rebellious
get
thing
older.
as a peg.
So that's really exciting. And then, I did see this actually on Instagram the other day, and I wanted to like just bring it up. But so Disneyland sends surveys after their Disneyland After Dark events and after Oogie Boogie. They send surveys to people who attended, asking, hey, what can we improve? What would you like to see at this event? What was great about certain categories of the night, right? And so they sent out these surveys about Oogie Boogie Bash. And there were like suggestions or ideas for what could be potentially be offered at Oogie Boogie Bash. And some of those ideas included a Nightmare Before Christmas or a Hocus Pocus stage show, similar to the one that they have
in Florida
for Magic Kingdom. Yep. A haunted maze. So like an actual scare zone.
We talked about this in our virtual hang
because
in September.
Someone
or
brought it up
August.
about the Hong Kong one, right?
Don't look up the Disney Hong Kong. Don't do it.
No, do it.
Don't do it.
Do it.
It was horrifying.
It's something out of like a Disney, I wouldn't even call it a fandom, a horror fandom page. It's actually kind of nuts because you wouldn't think a Disneyland park would host something like this.
Right.
But
That's why they taste it in the Asia parks.
If curiosity, is getting the better of you, look up Hong Kong Disneyland scare maze or something like that. There's an actual name for it. It's like a fright fest,
and like
or
the
something.
Disney Fright Fest or something like that.
This is pre-COVID, and they had this where there were out of your Disney nightmares scenes of these crazy happenings. I can't think of one like specifically.
I made sure I didn't look it up because I don't do none of that scary stuff.
And it's real. It's real. And
somebody have video.
It's on YouTube. So anyway, I don't think this is going to be anything like that, but I think it would be fun to have, Jafar come out and do a little like a scare, like a jump scare or something. I don't know. I'm all about it. I love Halloween Horror Nights. So
you have the Disney adult jump scare maze, right? So you're going through the maze, and all of a sudden it's like price of churros. Like eBay
magic key increases.
Magic key increases. Horrifying. That would actually be really funny.
That'd be funny. Yeah.
Was there anything else on the list?
Yeah, more Halloween themed ride overlays.
Okay.
More free roaming characters, more rare uncommon character appearances, that kind of stuff. So, it's I guess it's some ideas they threw out during the survey, and I don't know if they've ever really done that before. So I think after hearing the rumblings about Oogie Boogie being the same every year, I think Disney's listening to that a little bit, and they're like, maybe we could, throw out the idea that, hey, we actually could add more stuff next year. So,
and again, y'all, if you ever get a Disney survey for anything, whether it be for one of the festivals, one of the Halloween parties, if there's something,
your recent visit, because they do that too,
right? If there's something that you're just like, okay, I love this, I really dislike this, or here's a great idea, that is the best way to get your voice heard in anything. Like if you're like, okay, that was one thing was, I think one of the number one feedback things was holiday food at the Very Merry Christmas Party. And I even complained about it. And I was like, this is not good.
Yeah.
And this year they released the menu and they're like, oh, Magic Kingdom's trying to add flavor?
Right.
Like weird. So they listen, but you have to do it in the reviews because it's really the numbers people are the people that are selling it to the management.
Yes.
So you have to convince the numbers people.
Exactly. It's their market research. This is actually stuff that they take very seriously.
Yeah.
And it's stuff that they use to bring new things to the park.
Yep.
So if you want something new, fill out that survey. It takes some time.
But something that is happening very, very quickly. So again, we're filming this on the 29th, is that the Grand Floridian Resort, known for its giant gingerbread display, the base went up today.
Woohoo!
So as I'm looking at the calendar, because they've already started pre-making the gingerbread, like the shingles for the house have been done since like September.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So they've been sitting in storage. They've been sitting in the bakery section. And now I'm looking at the calendar. If it's Tuesday, I'm making a bet that it will be completely done by Monday the 4th, but it might not open up to start selling stuff until maybe the 8th of November.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my guess. We'll see if it comes to fruition or not.
That's a perfect timing because my mother and I, who is joining me in Orlando for a little bit after the race, we were gonna do a resort hop on Monday. So maybe
So you can investigate.
We'll go investigate the Grand Flow. Absolutely.
Oh, that'd be really cool.
That's the first time we're going to get to do that. I haven't been this late in the year to Orlando, so I'm really excited.
Well, and that's like even me coming here. I've always come right after the Halloween decorations have come down, and so I've seen a lot of Christmas here in Disneyland, but never Halloween, and it's been so
Halloween.
cool.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah. That is really exciting that you get to see it because it's a good time.
Oh yeah,
good
for
time
sure.
over here.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, that's all the news that we have for this week. We'll probably have some more for you coming up very soon here. I was able to go to the Wizards Beyond Waverly Place premiere event yesterday.
Yeah, she just casually mentions who she's hanging out with in the middle of LA.
You guys, okay. No, I was fangirling so hard. Okay, so
Tell them.
so we watched the show and everything. They showed 2 episodes. Super cute show. Definitely recommend watching on Disney Plus. It's on Disney Channel as well. But we were at the after party and literally David Henry, Jake Thomas, Jason Dolly, Jake Ryan from Hannah Montana. I can't think of his name right now, but he walked up and all of these guys are chatting with each other in a circle. And I'm literally
These are like
going,
all the brothers of the Disney Channel shows.
yes, 12-year-old Megan would be literally losing her mind right now.
Like I'm
losing
surrounded
my
by
mind.
all my boyfriends.
These are literally all my my Disney male heroes. And Greg Sulkin was there too, who was my childhood crush from Wizards of Waverly Place. He played the werewolf in Alex's boyfriend. He's still looking very, very good, by the way. I know I'm married, but a girl can just gawk at Disney Channel stars. That's what I'm doing. Sorry. Not sorry. But anyway, I turn around because Jake Thomas was standing right behind us and he was by himself. And I have been following him on social media for a long time. He posts really funny TikToks.
I'm gonna have to go look at those.
He's fun. He's super fun. He posted a Halloween one recently. And so I walked up to him. Again, he was the little brother on Lizzie McGuire, by the way. He was Matt.
Yes.
And I just turned to him and I'm like, hey, Jake, I love your content. I saw your Halloween video recently. And he was just like, oh my gosh, thank you so much for watching that.
He probably loved the fact that you called him out for being a TikToker and not for being the brother on Lizzie McGuire.
I had to mention, because I do love his content. I had to mention that first. And of course I said, me, because I was with Blake. I'm like, we grew up with Liz McGuire. Absolutely love you. And he was so gracious, very, very nice. And so was Jason Dolly. We talked to him in the line to go take our little video with the Wizards of Waverly Place door. And super sweet. They were all just really cool. David was very, very preoccupied the entire night because he is an executive producer as well as the star of the show. So he was very busy, but super cool to just literally everywhere. Topanga was there from Boy Meets World. So many stars.
Yeah, so she decides to just text us saying, yeah, I was having a casual conversation with them. And I was just like,
at 11 p.m.
How? Where? I had no idea where she was either.
Yeah, I didn't mention it.
It was before you were even posting your story saying where you were.
Yeah.
And I was just like, question mark? And sending the confused cat emojis of being like, how? And she's like, oh yeah, I'm just here. And I'm like, that's really cool. I was so happy for you.
Thank you. I just got talking to their manager. I think they're managed by the same guy because he was really nice too. And he was like, would you like to have one of them on the podcast? I'm like, would I?
Can we have both?
So yeah, maybe that might happen in the next season, y'all. We'll have Jason Dolly and Jake Thomas on the show.
That'd be really cool. We like to manifest on this show. So we have to talk it into being.
We speak it into existence. Yes. And then it will manifest. So yeah, exciting stuff. Again, the show is really cute and good for the kiddos too. It's a very kid-friendly show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, very fun.
Well, since we're not in our normal setup and we're not with our normal friends, Chris is not here tuning in with us. Danny's abandoned us for the Dodgers. Yeah. And so I think we are going to have to go ahead and skip the game because we don't have a game for today. We do have
to skip the game. We do, though. What we have to do right now is shout out because they have helped us out so much in the last couple months. And tonight, the Marriott, the Courtyard by Marriott, Anaheim Convention Center. Y'all, TJ, if you're listening, we love you. Thank you so much for helping us out, helping Danny out.
Helping me out.
Helping Danielle. Having us, you're really bringing us all here for this recording and for this time that we get to spend in Disneyland. So thank you.
the courtyard in Anaheim, it's the not because there's two courtyards.
Yeah.
There's one that's right next to the Howard Johnson, right across the way,
Mhm.
and then there's one over by the convention center. This is the one by the convention center. They held us out so much
Mhm.
for D23. We filmed our in-person live show with
We did a live
Beastly,
show.
Eric,
Yeah.
Beastly Appetite.
Mhm.
We did our meet and greet there, which was a fantastic time.
Yeah.
And then when this all happened last minute with my brother, I messaged TJ last minute and I was just like, TJ, can you hook a girl up? Do you have any availability? And he's like, Danielle, don't worry, I got you.
So sweet.
It's been so nice.
Yes.
And
Great rooms.
Even the employees there, like the people that are working the front desk, I mean, we saw them a lot
Mhm.
when we were
did.
there. We
Yeah.
saw them a lot. And so I walked in and like, Dapper Danielle's back. And I was like, oh, stop it, you guys.
That's so
Stop
cute.
it.
They remembered you.
They
yeah.
did. And I was just like, oh, that's nice. And I really, really loved it. So I'm
That's so
glad to be
sweet.
back with the Courtyard fam over there at the
Mhm.
convention center. So thank you again, y'all. And yes, so
Yeah.
they're the unofficial official sponsor of this episode.
Yes. They are the reason we can all be here today.
It's
so
true.
Thank you.
All right.
Oh man. Okay. Well, yeah. Shall we? Shall we get into our list?
I say we go ahead and get into the list.
Okay.
Yes.
Alrighty. So, would you mind if I started us off?
Yes, you start us off. And to remind everybody, so these are not to one specific resort. It can
Yeah.
be for Disneyland or for Disney World.
Mhm.
It can be for resorts. It can be park related. It can be
Mhm.
very vague or it can be very specific.
Correct.
So this is just to kind of get the ball rolling of things that we say you shouldn't miss during the holiday season. So yes, Megan, go ahead and take it away.
Yes. Okay. So this is going to be a tip for the timing.
Oh.
I don't recommend going close to Christmas. Okay. I'm going to tell you right now, before COVID, pre-reservations, that was a time every single year where they would close the gates because it got so packed. They reach max capacity. No one else can enter. Obviously, that can't happen these days because of the reservation system.
Right.
But it does get very, very busy. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, day after Christmas. I wouldn't recommend going those
No.
days. If you can make it earlier, great. December really does start to get busy, especially after the first week. And then into New Year's.
And I feel like this year in particular, it's going to be the double whammy
Mhm.
because Christmas literally falls on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
So the week before and the week after and the whole entire week are just going to be hellacious. It's not going to
Yes.
be like you can wait and push it back to the end of the week or the beginning of the week. No, it's going to be the
No.
entire week there in the end of December.
That's correct. Yes. And there's a reason that Magic Key holders can't even go, that every Magic Key is blocked out.
Well,
It's
there's
because
a
it gets
reason why
that
I'm
busy.
blocked. I don't even purchase the top tier of the annual pass because I ain't getting touching it with a 10-foot pole.
Yeah, no, same. So, it's actually a nice break to like not be
We're
able
like,
to go for 2 weeks.
We're out. Peace.
See ya. So, but that's just what if you want to come for the holidays, totally do it. I do recommend being able, if you can, come either right when it starts, November, mid-November.
Mhm.
For the world, it'd be early November, and then, maybe cutting it off like December 15th or something like that.
Yes.
Because she gets crowded, and the crowds, they just, it's not a big deal if you expect it. But it's also not the most amazing day
If you
ever.
know what you're getting into, if you choose to do this, boo, you do you.
Yeah.
Stay in your lane.
Right. Just know that
Don't
is
be
what's going to
surprised.
happen. Don't be surprised. That's right. Genie, or I keep saying Genie Plus. It is not Genie Plus anymore. That's not a thing.
You calling it that too?
Oh my gosh.
I called it Fast
Lightning
Pass
Lane.
today.
Did you? Okay. Yeah. That's better than Genie Plus.
I mean, yeah.
Anyway, Lightning Lane is going to be your best friend probably during that time.
Yes.
But, that's my number 5. What's your number 5?
Okay, my number 5 is make sure, especially like I'm thinking Thanksgiving in particular,
Mm-hmm.
right? So a lot of people, they come for Thanksgiving and they want to go ahead and like have dining reservations for a Thanksgiving dinner. Luckily in Disney World, most of the sit-down restaurants have a specialty Thanksgiving meal planned special for Thanksgiving. So you should be good at most dining locations across property. But if you are thinking that you're going to get a reservation like day of, no, absolutely not. You're already late now. If you're hearing this episode and you haven't made your reservations yet, you're already late.
You're late.
But now is the time to start really thinking about, okay, I can't get into Liberty Tree Tavern. I wonder why. So like start looking at your
Crazy.
backups. seeing what's available. In the beginning of November, most of the restaurants should say, hey, this is the meal that we're planning in addition for Thanksgiving. Would you like this? That information should be out around the time that this episode releases.
Yes, that's a good idea. Really good idea.
Yep. And that'll go for Christmas also.
Yes. In case you want to spend the actual holiday in the parks, you got to do your research and book those reservations as soon as you can.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Because if the crowds are going to be crazy, where it's not going to be as awful as sitting down in your safe space at a dining table in a restaurant. And then you'll be able to breathe for a second, get rehydrated, and keep pressing forward.
100%. Yes, indeed.
Right.
Nice. Very nice.
What about your number 4, Miss Megan?
Number 4 kind of relates to actually right now because she's getting a little bit chilly in the evenings. You got to bring your jackets, bundle up, because I specifically remember for my Halloween tips, I said, don't underestimate the heat. Don't underestimate the cold here in Southern California.
Snapped.
It can change on a dime, which it already has. But of course, that's me speaking from SoCal blood. Anyone from Minnesota would be like, "You're actually joking."
They're in the pool right now.
They're literally in the pool. Yeah. Anyway, but it can get cold, especially in December, coming into January. She can't get cold in the evening, and the rain can also start as well. So make sure you bring the necessary equipment or clothing with you to be comfortable, because the weather does change, and it's a dry cold in Southern California. So I always recommend a nice jacket, some jeans, some pants. And December, you typically don't have to worry about an umbrella, but January you do for sure.
Which is so weird.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
I know. We don't get rain. What's rain?
What's rain? I can only imagine.
And it's funny because it only happens on the weekends. It rains on the weekends in January. I'm like, why the weekends?
I'm sorry, it's just touch the table. Sorry, recording fam. You just got wobbly there for a second.
Sorry. But yeah, that's my number 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good one.
Thanks. How about you?
Well, mine is going to be number 4 is going to be Winter Summerland in Disney World.
Danny's favorite.
Danny's favorite. This is really for him.
Yeah.
So Winter Summerland is fantastic to get like the pure holiday vibes. We went in, when did we go? August?
We went in August.
It was fantastic.
It was so cute.
And so it's broken up. There's 2 golf courses or putt-putt courses. They're broken up into a summer theme and a winter theme, all themed around Christmas. The summer theme plays the Christmas Beach Boys, and the winter theme plays a couple other Christmas songs, still in the Beach Boys genre. And it's just really fun way to get into the holiday spirit. It doesn't require an additional park reservation.
Nope.
It's fairly reasonable. I mean,
for
compared
putt-putt.
for putt-putt, instead of paying like an additional $200 per person for a ticket, this is maybe $20 a person.
Oh, if that, it was like 15.
Yeah, well, I think we also got, it was about 15. Yeah. Because of my discount. But
it could have been.
Like, honestly, if you're looking for
bad.
something to do it.
And there's like, if you choose, or whatever side you choose, they have snow, and they have little things that happen around, cute little things that light up and stuff. It's such a cute little golf course, or, putt-putt course. I loved it. So I do recommend checking that out if you're there for the holidays. Or, it's open year round, right?
It's where you can literally celebrate the holiday season all year round.
Yeah.
And just know that in the week of Thanksgiving and also Christmas, just like the parks, this will get busier. So pick and choose. Like, maybe don't go perfectly in the evening. Maybe do this as a midday activity, or go later. It is open slightly later in the evening. So
if you have like a resort day, you're just going to stay at the hotel. That would be a good thing to do.
Add this into your
Midday.
resort day.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Yep.
Danny's going to love that you brought that one up.
Yes.
All right. Well, my number 3 is going to be, there's a lot of crossover with my Halloween list, y'all. I'm sorry, but it is, don't miss the little things like Shaboom, which is holiday and Christmas themed. It's not as good as
Halloween.
It's not as good as Halloween. I will say that.
I think we talked about this in the last episode.
I know. But the lights and stuff in Cars Land for Christmas are amazing. And then the Shaboom is different. It's holiday themed. The snow on Main Street, because Danielle, you saw this actually last year.
Oh my gosh, yes.
There's snow, little mini snow shows. It's there's a name for it too. It's like they light up the castle, and then the snow starts on Main Street. Not part of the fireworks. This just happens throughout the night.
I was not prepared for this.
She got emotional, and Danielle doesn't get emotional.
I don't get emotional. I got verklempt multiple times during this experience because they play this beautiful music and then the lights dim a little bit. It has like a blue overlay and then it just started snowing. And I'm like, this is Christmas magic. It was beautiful.
It's really cute.
I was really salty that we don't do something like that on our main street.
I know.
And that would have been a vibe.
Because you can only see the fireworks during the party again, right?
You can only see them during the party.
Yeah.
And or I think like Christmas Day. But again, I ain't touching that.
No.
So yeah, no. But that's so cool though.
It's really cute. And that's another fun thing that
Something
a lot of people
fun for Disneyland.
don't seem to, that don't think about. The lighting of the tree is a big one too. At I think it's usually at sunset every day. And then sometimes there's a show on Small World, which is really fun.
Yeah.
They do the Nutcracker Christmas on Small World.
Well, and even the snow thing that you mentioned, it happens near the Small World section and on Main Street.
Correct.
So it happens in 2 places.
Yep. And also Rivers of America.
Really?
3 places. Oh, there's snow over there too. Yeah.
I had no idea.
It's like all throughout the park. Yeah. Yeah. Fun facts.
Christmas miracle.
We got a lot
I
of
love
snow
that.
over in Disneyland.
Yeah, you do. More than we do.
We used that. What was the cutest thing? I think this was pre-COVID. Is that there used to be Snope in Redwood Creek. It would just snow every 15 minutes. So cute.
That would have been
I don't think they
so
have that
cute
anymore,
to like
but-
walk through the wintry forest.
With the
it's
mason
a
jar
nice
lights.
60 degrees. But it's
62
snowing.
degrees.
It's so romantic. That honestly sounds like a perfect Floridian winter.
That's exactly right.
Snow that does not stick,
Yep.
but you
It
have
just,
the
it just smells
vibes.
right there. Yeah. Yeah.
I love that.
Yep. So don't miss the little things is my number 3.
That's a good one.
Things.
Well, going along with the little things, I think for us in Disney World, it's going to be taking the time to, if you're not doing Winter Summerland, if you're not in the park, go hop around the resorts, see the gingerbreads. Because now most of the resort properties all have some type of really cool gingerbread experience, not just Grand Floridian. Contemporary has something. Polynesian doesn't really have anything. Don't necessarily go to the Polynesian.
Yeah.
But there's a list that you can find on the Disney Parks website of all the resorts that are participating in the gingerbreads this year. Definitely go check it out.
Yeah. I love that. That's
Yeah.
a good one. See, the resort stuff at World is fantastic. The Grand Floridian does a lot over here. That's actually part of my little things. Is definitely don't miss the gingerbread house at the Grand Californian, and then they also sell really cute treats in the lobby.
Yes.
So another part of little things.
And that's where at all the gingerbread locations, speaking of treats, each of their bakery teams makes their own treats that they sell in the lobbies next to the gingerbreads. Those are made in-house and they're each different because each head chef of the resort has like their own little twist on some of them.
Yeah.
So like I never really liked contemporaries because it had a lot of like black licorice taste to it. I didn't love that.
Oh, no.
So honestly, maybe not even Grand Floridian, but Yacht and Beach Club's gingerbread.
Ooh, I think I heard about that one actually.
Immaculate.
Yeah, people rave about that one.
Yes.
Oh, I love. Okay. Very nice. All right. So we're on number 2 now.
We are already on number 2.
Okay. So we're getting into the good stuff here. Not that it's all not good stuff, but
I mean, it's all good stuff.
so the meat and potatoes, literally, because festival holidays, and all of the food offerings around the resort. You must do your research before you come here because there is a lot and it's everywhere. We got peppermint everything. We got, eggnog stuff and festival holidays. We haven't, the menu's not out yet. I have a feeling, y'all, it's coming out on Friday. I have this weird feeling it's already going to be out once this episode airs.
Yes.
But the festival holidays menus, definitely check them out beforehand. The Sip and Savor Pass, if you're here for a day or two, is going to help you a lot. It'll save you some money with that. And do some research on what food you'd like to try. If you're not an eggnog person, to stay away from the eggnog stuff. I'm not too much of a peppermint person, so I like to go more towards the other like gingerbread stuff. But yes, definitely do your research because that food, especially at the Disneyland Resort, should be everywhere in both parks. So yeah.
Oh, side note.
Make your lists.
I haven't filmed the video about this yet because I'm waiting to see the merchandise.
Oh.
The gingerbread Disney snacks collection that's coming out?
Yes.
Have you seen the picture of the Spirit jersey?
No, I haven't.
So it looks really cute. It's like a gingerbread brown.
Yeah.
Has like the cute icing writing on the back. And then, but it has a doorway that matches the gingerbread house of the Loungefly and then a gingerbread Mickey.
Oh.
That's on the back.
Ooh.
So if you wear a spirit jersey that's extra long, you have a brown Mickey coming out your back door, literally. Do you see the issue?
It's like a crack, and then it like goes. Yeah.
No, it's like I'll have to show you a picture.
I gotta see this.
Hold on. I'll pull it up
right now
because it is.
I didn't see this one.
No, so and that's a whole nother thing that I'm arguing about is because the Disneyland, the churro collection, is not coming to Disney World.
It didn't even come to land.
It's only the bag. They only
It's
released
just the
one
bag.
lounge line. That's it.
Where are the ears?
There's no ears.
They're in the picture.
There's no ears.
What is happening?
It's just a lounge fly, and Disney World's not getting it because it's a Disneyland exclusive. So Shop Disney got it, and then you guys got it. And so I'm getting messages from our people that listen to us on the Patreon and on the Discord, and they're like, Danielle, you need to do a rant to Chewy about this.
No, actually, because that was the collection you were excited about because that's your thing. That's your catchphrase.
Yeah, literally. And then I was like, oh, I'm just bitter now.
That's crazy. Why would they do every other Disney Eats collection at both parks and then all of a sudden churros?
Why did we get an Aulani collection featuring Mickey Shave Ice when that doesn't even go here in the 50? Like
we don't have.
That's
we
an
don't have
island
Shave Ice.
exclusive.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand. Gingerbread
Decisions are being made, and
Disney
I'm very confused.
snacks collection. I can't talk too negatively about Disney merchandising because they're already angry enough at me. But we'll keep it here for the podcast, fam. Gingerbread Disney snacks collection. There it is.
I gotta see this.
That's the back of the spirit jersey.
Oh, they can.
For the girls that wear their spirit jerseys extra large.
They wear your little booty.
And he's brown.
And he's brown. I don't know how I feel about all that.
I'm waiting
The
to
lounge
see it in
fly's
person.
cute. Where the
Lounge flies
ears?
is cute. The
The
ears
ears
are
are
cute. Like everything else is cute. Like I would have loved just a gingerbread Mickey on the front. We didn't have to put him on the back side.
Why did you? And why is it on the bottom of the jersey?
Why
Why not
is he
put
on
it
a
in
doorway?
the middle? Why is he in a doorway?
Because they literally just took the door right here, but they didn't give it any other context. We didn't get any other
A house.
either some frosting down on the bottom. Like why didn't we get some frosting base on the bottom or something?
Yeah.
No, it's just a Mickey coming out your back door.
Just.
Oh,
Oh dear.
choices were made.
Oh dear. Okay. Yeah. That's so funny. Oh,
Moving
wow.
on.
Choices were made.
Choices were made.
Are we on your number 2?
We're on my number 2 now.
Which is really topical and. Okay, Danielle's number 2. Speaking of
number 2,
brown Mickey gingerbread. What's your number 2?
my number 2 is not. It is number 2, but it's not like a number 2. Anyway, it is the Storytellers at Epcot. So kind of tying in with our
Oh.
Festival of the Holidays. We also
Mhm.
have Storytellers that are represented in each of the pavilions. Not each of them, most of them around World Showcase. So you have Father Christmas over in the UK, who's fantastic. Love Father
Mhm.
Christmas. You got Pierre Noel over in France, who is fantastic. Love those two specifically so much. La
Mhm.
Befana is over in Italy, a beautiful, fantastic storyteller. And I think there's also a couple other ones that change out. Those are my core 3 that I say you have to see.
Mhm.
And they're a fantastic Epcot tradition that's been around since the late 80s. So
Oh, that's so cool.
yes, a lot of our
love it.
storytellers have come and gone, but
Mhm.
a lot of them have been able to stay and retain. And those 3 are the ones that have been around the longest.
I did not know about those, but now I gotta go and see them.
I know.
That's pretty dang cool.
Yeah.
Man, the things you learn.
Yeah.
Especially, I know so little about the holidays at Walt Disney World because I've never been. So I'm gonna have to like take a week or
Honestly.
something in November. Really.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Are we down to our number 1 already?
We're down to our number 1 already.
Wow. Well, thank y'all so much for listening this far into the episode or
Yeah.
watching. Hello. We're so happy to be on the same coast this week and again next week, which is very exciting. And again, y'all, if you want access to the bonus episodes that we will be posting / recording very soon, access to the bonus episodes are going to be on our Patreon. And the link's in our episode notes, so you can search Disney Countdown Show on patreon.com. And we just thank you so much for being here and listening. Really appreciate it. But let's get down to our number 1, shall we?
Yes.
Number 1 for me is going to be to do the holiday specific rides and shows. You gotta see Haunted Mansion Holiday, obviously.
Yep.
It's a Small World holiday. That's the only time I'll ever go on It's a Small World, let's be honest, is for a holiday.
I love it. It's
so
good.
cute. Like the end scene is fantastic. And then you got the parade, Believe in Holiday Magic fireworks. And this is why it's my number one, World of Color holiday version. I get chills every single time. I absolutely adore that show. It's my favorite version of World of Color. So I always recommend seeing that if you were here for the holidays.
Yep.
It's fantastic. The finale is the best finale I've ever seen in my life. So
Fabulous.
that's why it's number one. Okay, what's yours?
My number one is going to be, hold on as I get my hand a little more adjusted. Okay, my number one is going to be Hollywood Studios. Just all over Hollywood Studios at Walt Disney World. If you were going during the holiday season, like Magic Kingdom has decor, Animal Kingdom has Merry Menagerie, which is awesome. I think this year, Hollywood Studios is going to be the place to be. They announced 3 new things of entertainment, which we mentioned, or at least on the Disney content page. We mentioned it. I don't know if we mentioned it on our podcast, but they're going to have daytime entertainment this year. We're going to have bands. We're going to have elf jugglers, along with the best decorated park in Disney World.
Yeah.
So I say Hollywood Studios. We're just going to leave it blank like that. Go and enjoy. It's going to have some of the best food also.
I love that. I love that. I've heard such good things about Hollywood Studios at the holidays.
And I love that you're coming down, and it should be almost completely decorated because the holiday filming will have already started by the time that this episode airs. The holiday filming will be just about done.
Yeah.
It already happened in Disneyland for the most part, or at least for the Thanksgiving special. And then the Christmas special for the Disney World side is doing their recordings also here in the next weekend.
Yes, indeed.
Yep.
That's so exciting. I love it. Well done.
I think it's a good one. I like this list. This was good.
It was a great list. Yes, gets me so excited for the holidays at the parks.
Yeah.
Cannot wait. I'm waiting for that food list, y'all. I think it's dropping soon. So by the time this episode airs, it probably will be out for Disneyland. Yes.
More to come.
More to come. But very excited. And until we see you guys next time, have a very magical day.
And night, sleep tight, dream of churros tonight.
Bye.
I need to put my jacket on.
It's cold.
To have your name at the end of our new episodes and to receive a bunch of magical perks, please check out our Patreon via the link in the episode notes.
Or visit patreon.com/Disney Countdown Show. We'll see you there.